Taxes are certainly an inevitable part of life. And if you're a resident of Ottawa, you probably know that saying the city's taxes are high is probably an understatement. For individuals and businesses alike, the amount of taxes paid to the local government can be obscenely high. Nevertheless, there are several reasons why paying taxes is important here. It allows us to support our local infrastructure and services, such as public transportation and recreational programs. Now, we may not enjoy the process of forking over our hard-earned money each month, but at least we can take comfort in knowing that we're supporting the community in ways that we depend on every day. But before we get into it, show reel, hit it. Hey everyone, this is Pierre Two and living in Ottawa, and if this is your first time to the channel and you want to learn everything about what it's like to work, sleep, play, and live in Ottawa, well, make sure to tap that subscribe button and click the bell so you're notified each and every time we do a brand new video. We actually get a lot of people reaching out to us who are looking to relocate to Ottawa, and we absolutely love helping them on their journey. So if you're thinking about making a move and you have questions about the market, feel free to reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, because we got your back when moving to Ottawa. And anyone living in Ottawa or owning a business in Ottawa needs to be aware of the city's taxes. Whether you're managing a family household or running a business venture in the nation's capital, it pays to be informed about what kind of taxes apply to your assets. And what's not always easy to figure out is what those taxes are and what they pay for and how much they cost. And if you're moving to Ottawa, we've got the rundown on real estate taxes for you. Property tax impact can have a notable impact on the expenses as it's based on the location and value of your property. And property tax is an annual fee for owning any type of property and the money paying for the essential services. In Ottawa, property tax is divided into provincial and municipal taxes. And Ontario's provincial taxes pay for education and are the same across the province. When you're living in Ottawa, your municipal taxes are determined by the city. And municipal taxes pay for services including stormwater management, solid waste collection and management, emergency services, public transit, and other vital city services. And the Municipal Property Assessment Corporation evaluates your property every 4 years, and taxes are based on 3 factors: the assessed value of your home, the municipal and education provincial tax rates. It's important to note that the assessed property value is not always the same as the fair market value of your home. And during the pandemic, houses were selling well above the assessed value. And MPAC is responsible for evaluating every property in Ontario, residential, commercial, industrial, and more. And they share general guidelines of how they determine the value of residential and other properties. And they do not share the precise factors that go into determining the value of the specific home or property. And there are calculators available online to help you determine your property's taxes based on your home's assessed value and your municipal and provincial tax rates. If you're moving to Ottawa from the United States, you can think of HST and GST as sales tax. In Europe, it's called VAT, or value added tax. And the GST, which stands for goods and services tax, is a federal level tax of 5% placed on nearly all goods and services in Canada. And a few provinces have only GST, including Alberta, Northwest Territories, Nunavut, and Yukon. And if you're moving to Ottawa from one of these areas, your sales taxes will be higher. And some provinces have PST, which is provincial sales tax. That is added to the GST, and this tax varies by province and is between 6% and almost 10%. In Ontario, we actually have an HST, which is a harmonized sales tax that covers both federal and provincial sales tax. The HST is designed to simplify the system by collecting one tax. In Ontario, the HST is 13%, the lowest HST in the country. And Ontario combined their 8% PST with 5% GST in 2010. And when the HST was adopted, it affected some real estate transactions. HST does not apply to resale price of most existing homes and condos, but HST does apply to the purchase of new construction and commercial property, raising the rate from 5% to 13%. To offset the provincial tax portion for new home construction, the government actually offers a tax credit program to builders. And this alleviates the additional tax burden and allows builders to sell at a lower price point. And there are also federal and tax rebate programs available for up to $6,000. And the maximum Ontario provincial tax rebate is $24,000. In order to be eligible for this credit, certain conditions must be met. Taxes being taxes, determine your eligibility, and the amount of credit available is not always simple. It's vital to talk with a knowledgeable realtor about any sales taxes you'll pay on property you intend to buy in Ottawa. And there's also a lot of gray area in terms of real estate and real estate services and HST and GST. Legal fees, inspection costs, commissions, and moving costs are all subject to HST. And some properties, due to zoning, will also have HST costs. A home that has been substantially renovated may also be subject to HST. So if you purchase property that you intend to rent, the process of applying for HST rebate changes. Though the HST is designed to specifically sales tax collection, it can be a little tricky when it comes to real estate. In most cases, buying a new or existing home in Ottawa will not involve significant sales tax paid by the buyer. But don't assume. Touch base with the seller, the builder, your real estate agent, and your lawyer to get a full understanding of how HST affects your purchase. Hey, if this video is bringing you value and helping you in any way, please help us by clicking the like button to tell the YouTube algorithm that we're doing a good job. When you buy land in Ontario, the land is subject to the province's land transfer tax. For most of us moving to Ottawa, this will be a fairly straightforward tax based on the value of the purchased property. And first-time home buyers in Ontario may be eligible for exemptions or refunds of all or part of the land transfer tax, depending on the specific situation as well as the particular property value that they're buying. And all Canadian provinces except for Alberta and Saskatchewan have a land transfer tax, and there are plenty of online resources to help figure out how much you will owe in the tax based on the property that you purchase. And there are many land transfer tax calculators you can Google to find out specific costs. It also serves as a reminder that Toronto has an additional municipal tax that effectively doubles the land transfer tax, and it's only the municipality in Ontario to impose this additional tax. If you're moving to Ottawa, this will not apply. Some of these financial sites that offer tax calculators also provide excellent information on who is eligible for full and partial land transfer tax refunds. It's always best to do your due diligence. In order to address the housing supply shortage in Ottawa, the city instituted a vacancy tax in 2022. And the tax aims to encourage owners to live in or rent their properties. And Toronto actually has a similar tax. This 1% tax, called a vacant unit tax, applies to vacant residential housing. Undeveloped property is not affected, nor is property in the midst of being developed. A vacant residential unit is defined as one that is unoccupied for more than 184 days, or about 6 months in a calendar year. And the goal is to reduction of homes left empty by speculators and increase in affordable units on the sale or rental market. Vacant homes insurance is not a way to get around vacancy tax. Rather, it's a type of insurance that protects homeowners who plan to be away from their residence for an extended period of time. In Ontario and elsewhere actually in the country, a home can be considered vacant for insurance purposes if it is unoccupied for more than 30 days. It doesn't matter if the insurance is paid or not. The reason such rules exist is that a home with no occupants is subject to a higher risk of certain damages. When no one is home, a burst pipe or a bad wire can cause far more damage than someone who are available to address it promptly if they were being lived in. And depending on the insurance company you work with, there will be different definitions for vacant and unoccupied homes. Unoccupied homes are those that the owner intends to return to as a residence at some point. And the best example of an unoccupied home is one where the owners travel frequently or take extended vacation. A vacant home is those that are not ready to live in or that the owner does not intend to return to. Examples include unoccupied rental units. Insurance for an unoccupied home may be as simple as alerting your insurance company to an upcoming extended vacation. For vacant homes, the process is more complicated. Vacancy insurance doesn't have to have the same amount of coverage as other home insurance. The possibility of vandalism and damage is higher, leading to a less coverage and higher prices. And if you're building or remodeling a home in Ottawa, find out if your insurance company considers it unoccupied or vacant until you move in. You want the policy that best protects you and your investment, even if you aren't residing in it. If your move to Ottawa involves building a brand new home or a major remodel of an existing home, you may want to consider builder's risk insurance. That kind of insurance actually offers protection in certain circumstances while a home is under construction. Standard homeowners policies can have gaps, especially when major renovations are taking place. So builder's risk insurance actually mainly protects whoever is doing the work. That may be you, or it might be in a contractor or a company. And these policies are actually purchased before the work begins, and it covers unforeseeable damages like weather, fire, vandalism, or even theft of common areas of the coverage. And making sure your builder has adequate insurance can help avoid delays and cost overruns for your new renovated home. And these policies protect your contractor, and they also protect you as the homeowner. Home insurance in Ottawa is vitally important for anyone who owns a home. It provides coverage for your house and any property inside, as well as providing protection against liability for any accidents that actually occur on your property. And having home insurance also ensures that you will be able to collapse any financial burden resulting from unforeseen damage caused by perils such as fire or theft. And with the rising cost of housing, it's critical that homeowners have the appropriate level of protection in place so they can actually have peace of mind when something goes wrong. So be sure to rely on a reputable insurance broker or agent. In fact, on your relocation, we work with only the best of the best when it comes to lawyers, home inspectors, financial, and insurance contacts within our team of experts. Over the years, we've actually honed in the best of the best service providers that provide the same quality and high integrity service that we offer when we help you find a home. And taxes involved in buying a home can feel overwhelming. In most cases, however, you can find that they are fairly straightforward. With the regulations are written and cover all types of properties and circumstances, moving to Ottawa and buying a home for your family is the least complicated of these situations. With your new home comes many exciting things, and taxes are an unfortunate part of the process. And no one likes to think about them, but having a basic understanding of what you're getting yourself into can help eliminate any surprises. And that's why we're here. We're here to make sure that you're well informed, guided, and protected along the way when purchasing your next home. And speaking about relocating, if you're concerned about making a move to Ottawa, feel free to reach out to us. Give us a call, shoot us a text, send us an email, even wrap it up in a bow and send it first class, because we got your back. We're moving to Ottawa or anywhere across Canada. And each and every week we're bringing brand new videos just like this one, so make sure to tap that subscribe button and click the bell so you're notified each and every time we do a brand new video. Till next time, take care.